of Trey's Showdown Live, so stay tuned.
Season 5 of Chefs, Deliciousness, and Cocktails starts right now. Woo!
Hey everybody, I am here with one of the creators. There's two creators, correct?
That's correct.
Two creators, and I'm here with one of them with Klowns on Fire. How you doing today?
I'm great. How are you doing?
Awesome. So there's two of you, and your names are?
Ron Dillon and Greg Hallmark.
Ron Dillon and Greg Hallmark.
Right.
And tell me how this sauce idea, first of all, because I stopped because I love the logo, but how did the sauce idea come about?
Well, my business partner Greg was actually in St. John with a bunch of friends, and he found a sauce that he really liked. And he goes, over the last 25 years, he's actually been playing with it, and it actually came to fruition when he finally came out with the Spicy Mango Reaper. It was a barbecue sauce at the time was using Scotch bonnets,
right.
And now we use the Carolina Reaper in most of our sauces, and on the end is a rare pepper called the Dragon's Breath.
And that's this one right here?
The Spicy Mango is the one that was originally made.
That was the starter?
Yeah, that was what we call our flagship sauce.
Flagship, okay. And how long did it take to create and perfect it?
Basically 25 years. So, yeah, so really it came down to, we were working at Cisco, and Greg always just played around with sauces, and with the Spicy Mango being a popular flavor, he's like, kept playing with it, playing with it, and then finally found that last ingredient that said, this is what we're going to do.
So you worked for Cisco Foods before?
Cisco Systems, the IT company.
Cisco, the IT company, okay.
Yeah, we were engineers with Cisco for 25 years, and they offered us early retirement a few years ago and said, hey, let's go all in.
Let's go all in. So
right.
Obviously you went all in.
Yeah.
I want to know, y'all have 10 sauces.
That's correct.
You brought the four most popular here.
Yep.
And let's go
Yeah, I'm going to start from left to right, really, because clownfish is actually one of our newest additions.
Okay.
It actually uses the Carolina Reaper, but it was actually originally made for Rex's Seafood downtown for a seafood sauce.
Okay, Rex Seafood in Dallas.
Mm-hmm. And what we found is that so many people liked it, not just for seafood, they would put it with prime rib, roast beef, things like that.
Right.
It's a great dipping sauce, but really works well with sushi.
Okay.
Spicy Mango Reaper, as I mentioned, is our flagship sauce. This is what started everything. So originally only had that sauce on the table. When we started, we entered our first competitions because that's what people tell you to do.
Sure.
And so we won our first award and we're like, maybe we have something here. And then with the Kiss of the Clown, that was our first hot sauce. And really, I love the logos, as you mentioned earlier. All of this is original art from my business partner's stepbrother.
Right.
And so really everything you see on there is original art. But Kiss of the Clown being our first hot sauce,
right.
It's our most awarded hot sauce.
It's the most awarded sauce.
That's right.
Oh, wow.
And then on the end is Passion the Dragon. So we were always looking for something different. And we found a pepper out of the UK called the Dragon's Breath pepper. Right. And a lot of people don't even know that pepper exists.
Right.
It's so rare that when you bring it up, people go, I've only heard the Carolina Reaper, and then we came up with Dragon's Breath. And we entered it in its first competition and went first place in the hot division at Zest Fest. So we're like, obviously, what we're doing from a whole profile of the sauces is always about flavor.
Right.
Before the fire is what we always say. And so really when you're looking at our sauces, people get scared because they see the crazy clown.
Right.
But when they actually taste the sauces, as you guys did earlier, you find that it's not just about heat.
Yeah. But it's also too, it's eye-catching, which is important. With new products would have to have great logos. Absolutely. That's a great logo.
Absolutely.
So a lot of hot sauces I taste are so hot they have no flavor. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Yours had a lot of flavor, but also had some heat.
That's right. We always say the flavor before the fire because people get this idea that, and there's a lot of people out there, they just want to chase the heat.
Sure.
It's a very common theme in our industry is let's get it as hot as possible. And we're like, that's part of the reason we wanted to do this because we're like, why does it have to hurt? Why does it have to burn? Why not enjoy it on your food? And so that's why we that's the whole profile of all of our sauces. We always tell people, we can hurt you, we just choose not to. We want you to enjoy it with your food.
Yeah.
And so when you look at the bevy of products, we're not just about hot sauces, seafood sauces, barbecue sauces, and hot sauces.
So which one is your favorite?
Honestly, my favorite is the Spicy Mango Reaper.
Is it?
It's because it's an all-around mango, it's a popular flavor, but I also like clownfish because I like the milder side. But Passion the Dragon, to be honest, we don't even like it that hot.
So, when you started the company, what was your determination for you? What was your major determination to make you jump off and do the company?
I think a lot of our motivation is the passion for what we do. You know, everybody's chasing the almighty dollar. Our thing is about passion. Really, when we sell our sauces, we actually have people leave our table and say, you know what, they may not even buy a sauce, but they got an experience.
Sure.
And so our goal is let you experience the sauce, but experience the passion behind it. Because anybody can sell, but how many people have passion behind what we do? And that's really our motivation.
That makes sense. Most people that come on my show are very passionate. Mm-hmm. So that's just, I don't think you cannot own a business and be successful in business if you're not passionate.
Oh, of course. Yeah. We totally believe that. I mean, the whole point is an experience for us. Yeah. And kind of a joke that we use with people is that people always ask us, why did you call yourself Klowns on Fire? I'll give you the short of it, but the joke of it is that we always say, what do you expect when we screw up? We're just a couple of clowns.
Oh, yes.
And it always works most of the time, except on our wives. So,
that's awesome.
But honestly, it's really passion. So that motivates us.
And you said your brother.
My business partner's stepbrother is all responsible for the art on the bottles.
I think it's fantastic, absolutely fantastic. What is, since you're in business for yourself, an entrepreneur, what has been the thing you like the most and the thing you like the least?
Wow, really the thing we like the most is meeting people. I think we get more exhilarated when we actually go to events like the Taste of Dallas, because we're always at the Dallas Farmers Market. We love having people come back because we don't just think of people as customers, we think of them as family.
Sure.
And so when we meet people, as I mentioned with the experience, what we like the most is actually developing relationships with those people that come to the table. Yeah. Now, we don't remember everybody. It's after you meet thousands and thousands of people go, hey, don't you remember me? And the most embarrassing part is not remembering everybody, and that's the difficult part. I would say the hardest part of what we do is, we've been doing it for 5 years, is really breaking into a billion-dollar industry and actually making a name in that industry. It's the hardest part about what we do. Do we not like that part of it? We expected that. We had never thought of us as the hare that fastens the turtle. We always considered ourselves the turtle that always finishes the race.
I got you.
So hopefully, and I can't mention it now, but in the near future, we'll have some big announcements about where our sauces can be found, hopefully in the retail market.
Oh, that's awesome. So right now it's not retail. That was my next question. That was my lead in.
Yeah.
So how do they purchase your sauce?
So we are online at clownsonfire.com. We are also on Etsy or on Amazon. And we actually have a few local grocers in the area that are local retailers that have it. Dallas Farmers Market every weekend, but we're also in what they call market divisions downtown as well. So our sauces are available online or locally. So
Dallas Farmers Market, that's over there on...
about 8 minutes downtown. Right. In the market area, they call it the Shed. So
have a lot of good stuff there.
Oh, you know what? This is part of what we love about what we do as well. It's the relationships with the vendors that we have. Because everybody knows the Klowns is the people that help. And so if somebody comes up and needs bags, or somebody needs change, or somebody just needs a square reader, whatever they need, they always know they can come to us and we'll help out. So
that's awesome.
It's always about helping other vendors.
So I guess you're glad you did it.
Yeah, we did. Well, of course we are. I mean, our thing is it's not just about the payoff of what we do, it's the passion, as I mentioned.
Sure.
Anybody can make money. It's about what you do and are you passionate about it. I'd rather work hard, not make a lot of money, and enjoy what I'm doing than not work very hard and make billions of dollars. That's our goal, really, is just be passionate about what we do.
Sure.
So
you wanna. I think, like when I first met y'all, it was overall experience.
Yeah.
Of you talking and meeting people. So I think y'all do well with that. Plus, y'all are very good with people.
We like to think so.
Yeah. Well, if you're going to sell a product, you can't be bashful.
Yeah. No.
And make it work. So y'all are talking and going back and forth.
You have to step outside yourself sometimes.
That's right.
Some people's natural bent's not to sell.
Yeah.
And really, we both grew up training. We were engineers that were training, communicating all the time. It was just a natural transition. So, because if you know about your product and you can be passionate about it, I think it makes all the difference in the world.
So it's clownsonfire.com?
That's correct.
How easy is that?
Yeah, clownsonfire.com with a K.
With a K. Clownsonfire.com with a K. Yeah. And 10 flavors.
Yep.
Run through the flavors real quick before we finish.
So we got clownfish,
right?
Seafood sauce,
right?
3 barbecue sauces, spicy mango, spicy peach, spicy pineapple. Kiss of the Clown, Clown's Inferno, and Circus Fire are our regular hot sauces. And our hottest sauce is Passion of the Dragon. Okay. And there's 2 others, but we don't always have them on the table. We even have a hot sauce made for ice cream.
Do you really?
And we actually made a specific sauce for the Sturgis bike rally called Psycho and Sturgis. So
hang on, where do you get the inspiration for, I was just fixing it, but where do you get the inspiration for your sauces?
inspiration really comes from coming up with, obviously we don't believe in C's, that's why we use the K for Clowns on Fire. Really, the whole part of this, clownfish for example, this actually came, we were like, what are we going to name this? And we were at our local pub, we call our second home, it's called Holy Grail Pub. And the manager there, she goes, that's easy, call it clownfish. And so that's where the name came from. And because we took, like, part of naming the sauce is really the hardest part.
It's got to be tantalizing to people.
Yes.
It's got to drag them in.
It's got to drag them. Like the logos are one thing, the sauce is another, but the naming is a big deal. So,
I say it's got to reach in, scoop them out, drag them, because if not, they're not going to try it, especially with all the sauces there are today.
Well, the ice cream clown, for example. We could have called it ice cream clown, but we called it ice cream clown. So again, it's a fantastic sauce, dark chocolate, raspberries, and it's actually technically the hottest sauce. But we don't put it out there. We call it small batch. So anyways.
That is absolutely awesome. So Klowns on Fire, clownsonfire.com. I appreciate you coming today, man. I really appreciate it.
No, thanks, buddy.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Welcome to the River Ranch Stockyards Event Center in Fort Worth, Texas. Events, weddings, corporate events, parties, you name it, River Ranch Stockyards can do it all. Check them out, riverranchstockyards.com. A proud partner of Trey's Chowdown and Trey's Chowdown Live. Hope to see you at the table soon. Adios. Hi, I'm Trey Chapman, author and publisher of TreysChowdown.com. I have 5 decades of food experience, and I love sharing my findings with you at TreysChowdown.com. I'm passionate about locating the very best food, drink, and chef experiences in the DFW area. I believe food is an exploration of the palate. Try something new, you just might like it. Let's hook up and be friends at TreysChowdown.com, any social media platform, or just Google me. How you doing today, man?
I'm doing good so far, and yourself?
I'm doing awesome. We are here today, and I'm happy to have you here.
Thank you for having me.
Yes, sir. Reed, you got a great product. It's unusual and unique.
Thank you, yes. Everybody's always impressed with the shape of it and the size. Yeah.
Hawaiian Honey Cone.
Hawaiian Honey Cones, yes.
So tell me how you came up with this deal, Hawaiian Honey Cones.
So it was actually originated out of our Leeward restaurant in Hawaii, Leeward Drive-In. We started trying to create something new and different. We wanted to use our Hokkaido cream, so we started to just experiment, and then we wanted to hold ice cream within the cone, so we didn't want it to drip. We knew in hot weather it would drip, so it started to drip inward. This was the perfect shape, and then we just experimented and we came down with our perfect mix.
That's awesome. I was wondering why it was shaped like that. So it's because it won't drip out there. It'll drip inside.
Yes, because it's Texas. It's hot. We're from California as well. It's a little hot out there, so that was just the best way to hold it in.
And y'all actually have you developed the cone as well.
Yes. So our cone, our mix, it's all made by us in Hawaii. We have to ship it wherever we go. We get to travel. We have to ship it in special ways. Get it here, and we store it. And then we make it on site, ready to go.
So how do you ship it without it breaking? Do they stack? They can't stack.
So it is a cone. It is fragile. We do lose some product in the transit, but we prepare for that. But we just got to deal with it. Luckily, we send more than what we need, so we're always covered.
So you got to figure it out, though.
We do, yeah.
You got to figure it out. So tell me how you developed the ice cream, because the ice cream is it's savory, but it's smooth, and it's just the texture of it is just really silky. How'd you do that?
So it is a proprietary mix. So we do have special ingredients that we add to it. We also, instead of it being a generic water-based ice cream, we wanted it to be a cream-based. So the cream is what makes our mix creamier. You saw it's thicker. And then our ice cream machines are custom built for us. We wanted them to give it a much thicker, cleaner feel versus water usually creates that frost.
Right.
Ours just becomes creamy. Then we just made our machines freeze it a little, just right. That's what keeps it very firm and
silky, smooth texture.
Smooth texture, yes.
So tell me, you said one more time. You said Most people use water.
Yes, so
Most people use
most
water.
places, McDonald's, everybody uses water based.
And that's
what keeps the cost low, of course.
And that's what also generates a little frost type.
Yes, so they use, depending on their machines, that's what makes the longer you leave it, the frostier it gets. Then you start to get that water taste. Then that pulls away from the vanilla. We did not want that. So we used the cream that makes removes the water. Then that, even though you continue to freeze it throughout the whole day, it still holds its texture.
Okay. How did you come up with that? How did you decide to come up with that concept?
So it is inspired by Hokkaido, Japan. That's where we wanted to inspire the flavor. You're not able to export Hokkaido flavor. So this was our interpretation of the closest thing we can get to the original flavor, which they value themselves on premium ice cream, more fat content, of course. We just wanted it to get close to that and offer that to everyone around us.
Well, more fat content's always good. More fat in beef is good.
Oh, yeah. Of course.
Now we got more fat in ice cream.
Yes. So just like Haagen-Dazs ice cream, many ice creams, their flavor comes from fat. We didn't want to just add fat. We wanted to just make it creamier with other kinds of ingredients out there to keep it gluten-free, keep it organic. And it wasn't just all about add sugar, add fat, and we're done. No, we experimented for about a good 6-7 months of just ice cream tasting to try to see what's out there and who we're competing against. And then we just took the best ideas of everybody, put it into a lab. The lab did all the work for us, gave us our own proprietary mix, and now that's what we carry, which we offer within our booths. And maybe in the future, we're going to prepackage it ourselves and sell it to someone that's available.
When you say we're in a lab working,
we were.
Get these guys these little Poindexter glasses on, in there.
It was in the lab. We were there with coats. We were testing, add this, add that, remove this, remove that. We would take a sip. We had to actually stop taking so much ice cream intake, go outside, get some salt chips, get something to change our flavor.
It all blends together.
Reset our palate, and we would start over again. And we finally came down to that perfect mix. But then we had to fix our cone as well. So then we experimented on the cone to mix and match with our mix.
So they pair together.
Correct, not
so
sweet.
when you tasted it that first time, that particular the new mix that they generated, did you say that's it?
No. So right when we started it, we liked it, but we just thought it was too sugary. It was too sweet because they were used to just add more sugar,
Yeah.
Look at this. We didn't want that. We wanted a Hawaiian sugar style. We wanted it to be authentic, not just pour more sugar into it. So we started removing the sugar, try to find that perfect balance, and then sweeten our cone. So when they make that connection, it's a perfect amount of sweetness, but not overly whelmingly sweet.
That's the American way. More sugar, more salt.
Correct.
Sugar, more salt. More sugar, more salt.
And I don't complain. I mean, it tastes great. Yeah. But we didn't.
A cheap way to solve a problem.
We're not a cheap product. Yes,
no, you're not. You're a good product.
We're a good product. Yes.
That's the problem with America. The big companies, a lot of the big companies want to use additives that are cheap.
Correct.
To achieve a flavor profile.
Yes.
To sell a product, and they get people hooked in that product, and people don't realize really what they're eating.
Correct. So everywhere we go, we evaluate our prices. We look. Generally, most of the time, we're not the most expensive. We're not the craziest ones. But yes, we're on the premium side. But I always tell people, my favorite quote, I tell them, hey, look, you get what you pay for.
Right.
You want premium good ice cream, you're gonna pay a little bit more, but you know what? You're gonna remember our flavor. You're gonna go back and look at every other ice cream, not the same.
Yeah. You want a car with only 3 wheels? What do you want?
Hey, I tell you want a Honda, you want a Mercedes. Hey, You know what? You're free to choose whatever you want. Yeah.
And I'm excited. Oh, here it is right here.
Here it is right here.
There it is right there.
Yes, sir.
Man, I got to
There it is.
Look at this. Look at this bad boy.
So it's filled all the way through, literally.
The Hawaiian Honey Cone.
Feel the weight.
Some might say cone, but it's Hawaiian Honey Cone.
Hawaiian Honey Cone, yes.
So, you can look kind of provocative eating that.
Well, it's all in your own perspective. But we definitely get a lot of attention when walking down the aisles. Customers, it sells itself. We don't even have to advertise. We just put our wax paper, we let people see that, and we're like, hey, you know what? You know where to find us.
So once they eat the top of this off, it won't drip out and come out until it's done, right? Yeah.
Because it'll just keep dripping inward. You gotta eat the bottom, you gotta eat some a little bit off the bottom, Then you can freely walk around, no problem. Break it, tear it, whatever you want to do. It's gonna stay strong. It's not, a churro. It's not gonna get soggy. It'll stay consistently crunchy for a long time. Ice cream. Basically took the original ice cream cone as well. What's the best part of the ice cream cone? Usually the bottom half.
Right.
We said, you know what? Well, let's extend that as tall as we can get it and make it a cone and then see what happens. And we got this.
It is just so delicious. I mean, it's savory, it's sweet, and but it's not too sweet, like you said.
It's just the perfect amount of sweet.
It's creamy.
Yeah, you can see it. If you zoomed in, you can actually see there is no frost. There is no water frost. It's a creamy, rich vanilla.
That's absolutely awesome, man. I'm so happy. And y'all are here in Texas now.
Yes, we are.
And where are y'all going to be located? How somebody, if they want this product, how do they find it?
So originally, we started about 2 years before Corona happened. We were at the Texas Speedway. We were doing NASCAR. We were doing the rodeo. And then we ran into COVID that shut us down. So then we had to pull back. We had to reset our stuff, get everything going back in California. And now we have people moving into Texas. They're going to start running our full events. We're going to try to attack every possible event. And the golden dream here is we want the Texas State Fair. Once they take us, we'll be able to sell this to everybody around us.
That's awesome.
Right.
And you're going to be, it's going to be here, so it's going to be here to stay. Thank you.
Yes, absolutely. Today was our first event. They invited us here. We were glad to attend. We were really excited. Now I'm already sitting there booking, trying to make sure we can find every possible event I can do in Texas. Our team's ready. We have the equipment. They want food trailers, food trucks. We have it all.
So if somebody wants to find you, it's just HawaiianHoneycones.com or what? How do you have it?
So it's HawaiianHoneycone.com, but we also have an Instagram following. We have our Facebook following. We have our TikTok. TikToks have some of the best, funniest videos.
Yeah.
We have a huge following in California. We want to bring that to Texas. Texas is Texas. We want you guys to follow us as well. In our booth, we're giving out these little scans. Everybody can follow us. They're asking where we are next, where we're going now. All the info will be provided. It'll always be follow us there. You'll see all our schedules. You'll see everything we have.
Cool. And what was your full name again?
My name is Alex.
Alex
Monteroso.
Alex
Monteroso.
I can't say it. You roll that tongue, baby. I can't do that.
Monteroso. Yes.
Alex, man, I appreciate you so much, brother.
Thank you.
And I'm so excited y'all came up with that. I mean, I love new product development.
Yes.
I love new ideas, especially when they are savory, sweet, and delicious.
And premium.
And premium.
Yeah.
Man, I appreciate it.
Thank you for having me.
Check out Hawaiian Honey Cones. Welcome to the River Ranch Stockyards Event Center in Fort Worth, Texas. Events, weddings, corporate events, parties, you name it, River Ranch Stockyards can do it all. Check them out, riverranchstockyards.com. A proud partner of Trey's Chowdown and Trey's Chowdown Live. Hope to see the table soon. Adios.
Hi, I'm Trey Chapman, publisher of Trey'sChowdown.com. I'm passionate about finding the best food, drinks, and chefs and sharing it all with you. I should know I have over 5 decades of food experience. Find me on any podcast platform, Facebook Live, or just Google me. Now you can watch and listen to all my great finds every week on my live TV and radio podcast at Trey's Chowdown Live.